Okay, a quick guide to get started in Star Citizen. I don't care much about character selection, so I just say accept. Then we go to the next screen. Yeah, you can only start in the Stanton system, and then we select the top option, Orison. We say okay, I just quit the loading screen, I skipped it, so I edited it out for you. So we wake up in this beautiful city. Don't play like I do, enjoy the environment and all, but I wanted to make a quick video. So we just quickly run away towards the elevator, press F and left mouse button to interact with stuff. Then we take the elevator, and with F again you can select where you want to go. So the most lowest option is where you want to go. I made a fast forward here to where you have to walk to, because we need this shuttle to get to the spaceport.
Last call for passengers.
It's a bit buggy,
The
you
shuttle
can
is
see
preparing to
it
depart.
shifting a bit. Make sure you don't fall out, because you will die then.
Call for passengers. The shuttle is
It's a
preparing to
really
depart.
beautiful ride, but I also got that out to save some time. Okay,
Point
we
of
run
view.
to the elevator. You know how to do the elevator, and we run to the next point. This is where you can rent ships. We don't need that right now, unless you don't have a ship that can carry cargo. Then you need to rent this one. Okay, let's run forward to the next place. And these are the aUEC
Welcome
terminals.
to the aUEC vehicle
This is where
retrieval
you
system.
can spawn your ship. So I have the Avenger Titan, and then I say, okay, bring me this ship. And then I wait a bit.
Safety is a top priority for all of us at Crusader.
And
Vehicle
then you
selected.
select
Stand by.
retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Don't
Your
quit
vehicle
this
has
screen
been
until
delivered
you
to the
see
following
the
location.
hangar,
Please visit us
because
again.
else you will bug the terminal. Then you take the elevator again. By now we know how to do that, so we skip this again. Here you have to scroll down to get to the hangar you want to go to. And there is our beautiful ship. To get in, press F and select the top option. So right now it's a bit bugged, you just bloop, you're in the ship, but that doesn't matter. Before you can interact, wait until the panel goes down. With F4 you can press external view, and with Z and mouse you can turn around. With Alt plus N you open the hangar bay doors. That's like asking for permission to leave. With the R button you ready your ship. Then with space you go straight up. With W you go forward. With N you retract your landing gear. Mouse wheel up is how you change the maximum speed to more speed. And mouse wheel down is to make your maximum speed go down. And then W will make you go towards that point. So I just aim the ship straight up. I press C to go in cruise control mode. Here I press F2 to get to this menu. So to use this, with double clicking a planet, you zoom in on the planet and the surrounding moons. And you can also double click a moon to zoom in on the moon. With the mouse wheel you can zoom in and out on a specific moon or planet. With the right mouse button you can drag the map, and with the left mouse button you can turn around at the planet. So in this case we want to go to Grim Hex, so first I double click Crusader, then I double click Yela, that's the moon, and then around Yela we can find Grim Hex. And then you click it one time, and then above you select Set Route. And then it's put in your navigation system. Now before I can enter the Cranton drive, I need to be out of the atmosphere of this planet. And on this planet you have to reach a height of about 90,000. And you can see the heights over here. Then I press B one time and I look around for this marker, and then when I center on it, it will start loading. So first the drive will start spooling. At the top you can see spooling complete, and at the left you saw that it's aligned at the target. Then I just hold B and then I warp to that point. There's more points I have to warp to. So now I have to search for the next point, and there it is. And then I warp again. So that's how you get to your destination. So I skipped here to arriving at the point where I am. What I did there is I pressed tab, and that's a sort of scan to make sure I see all the rocks around me, because if you smash into them you die. So the station we are going to is a bit grim, hence grim hacks, but it's got everything you need at one place. And it's just a big rock, that so it's a bit hard to find, but you can see it on the right side of the screen. So the place where you can land is at the other side of where you arrive. So you have to go around the station. Then we press Alt N again. And this time it's to... I accidentally pressed only the N. But that's okay, now my landing gear is down. So then you press Alt N and they say, okay, I assign you a landing pad. And that's where the arrow is, the arrow pointing down with the circle around it. So just easily go forwards, just with small taps on the W. And with F4 you can check, okay, I fit in this, yes I fit. And with the control button you go down. With the Q and E buttons you roll your ship. So when I land I press F1 and then I select this menu, and then you can restock and resupply your ship. Then I press F and I look to my left, and that's where I can exit my ship. See, now the animation works better. And then you have to get out this way. And then again there's an elevator. I skipped it, so now we get out of the elevator and this is where you have to walk to. And what we do here at this terminal, we say we transfer our imprint. And this means if you die, you will respawn at this station. And you always want to set your spawn at the space station, because it takes a lot of time to get off planets. Now I want to select a mission, so I go to contracts and then personal. Those are the bit more shady missions. And I accepted the breach and steal mission, because that gives a lot of loot and a lot of money, and you don't take any risks doing that. So we go back to our ship. And now you get the way it's supposed to look. I really like this feeling that you are really getting into this ship. So we start our ship. Normally when I land I press I to turn off the engines, and so it's I again to turn on the engines. Then I turn the ship around, I ask permission to go. They will open the doors for me. And now while the doors are opening, I'm again selecting a route towards my target. And then set. And then, well, you know how to do this, so I will skip this again. And then we are here, and we just start the last point. You still have to fly about 100 kilometers. And we just start flying. When you get close, you will see a red dot. Normally that's something you have to shoot at, but right now we don't do that. Also, I pressed O and P to turn off my shields and my weapons so that I have a lower radar profile, so they don't really notice me. You see the red light at the bottom of the screen. That's because my shields are down, but if I appear on somebody's radar, another, well, if they select me as target, another red light will burn, and then I will turn on my shields, because then I am seen anyway. But even if they see you in this mission, don't panic. Usually they don't attack. Well, the red ship may attack, but don't shoot back, because there's already 2 ships from the guards fighting him, and they will handle it for you. If you get involved, more ships will come and they will shoot you, but if you don't do anything, you are safe. So what I'm looking for here, I want this ship, I want to enter this ship, so I'm looking for a door. And there it is, so Q and E to turn your ship around. Then I get really close. And then I make sure my ship isn't moving in any way. So I center the mouse, I make sure I'm not moving. Turn off my engines. Turn on my shields. And here in power management, it's one of the menus you can select by pressing F and then controlling the screen. I want to make sure all my power is to my shields. So I hold F7, that's for shield power. F6 is for engine power, that's not important right now. And F5 is for all power to weapons by holding it. So then I press F and I move the mouse up and exit my ship. And here I enter the big ship. Well, there's some bodies laying around, and this is the body with good loot. But first I have to make my, I have to dump my own loot. So I press I, inventory, and I just dump it there. Then I go back to him, and I select his undersuit because everything is attached to that. And yeah, with the right mouse button and moving your mouse, you can turn around in the inventory screen. And I take the weapon and I put it on my back. It's a good weapon for against the computer players. Not good for PvP because it's a bit slow. Then I also loot this guy because I just select right button on his armor and then open. And I want his holographic sight, so I also took that. Okay, here I am taking some red things. Those are called med pens. And you can, so I put them in those slots over there. You have 4 of them in this suit. And with C, you can select them. I don't need them now, so I don't do it. So I'm first, you could see the marker there, but first I go to the place where this thing we have to collect usually is. But first, let's get some more loot. So here's another elevator, we go up. So you notice some guards around, but if you don't shoot them, they won't shoot you. So we get to this point, and sometimes there's a thing there, but now it's here. And that's a med gun. You can select that with the 4 button, and then the B, and then you can heal yourself. But again, I'm not sick right now, so I don't need to. And on this table there's a grenade launcher. I don't need it, but some people like it. And these things, those are crypto keys. You can use them to hack computers. We don't need it right now, but it can come in handy at a later stage of the game. And some more looting. Another holographic sight. And now I go back to the elevator. You can also jump down here, but if you do that, the elevator gets confused and you can't use it anymore. So we go to salvage processing. There's another body I looted. Here is a multi-tool. We want that too, so we equip it. And this guy has armor for the first gun we took. Yeah, so we want more ammo, so we take it. Then a lot of times the crate you need is in this thing, and it has a key, so you need it. There's a lot of iPads laying around, so you just look at it. You press F and you mouse wheel up, and then you zoom in. So I copy the code, put it in here, and then I would be able to take it. But now, of course, it's not here. So we go back to the elevator. I skipped another part there for you. So here's a multi-tool too, if you would want one. Now here's some more crypto keys and another med gun and a multi-tool. It's also nice to have a spare to keep at home in case you die. Then you don't have to look for another one. And this guy has a very good weapon, the AR-4, with a scope. So I take that, and the scope is good for long distance, but for close range I prefer the holographic sight. I also looted him for ammo for this weapon, and this guy has also ammo for this weapon, so we loot him too. Well, then we go this way. Sometimes you have to take this elevator down, but in this case the crate is in this room. Well, nothing else to see here, so we just take the crate. And now let's do a little time warp. So we go all the way back. And now we jump and then just walk forward, and when you fly it's a bit like as if you're a little spaceship. Then we enter the back of our ship and we open this door. Just fly in, make sure you're straight, else you will fall. If you fall, just press space to get up again. I drop the package and then I close the door. And then these doors, they go open automatically. I enter the seat. I press I, so my engines are back online. And I can look for the marker because that's showing where I have to drop off the package. So I have to drop it off at Grim Hex. Well, you know how it goes. We plan a route back, we land. This time I press F, look right, so I exit my seat but not the plane. Or not the ship. Then I grab this thing again. I walk here, open the door. Always close your door. So this, you have to be on the door to be able to close it, because else somebody will get in and steal your ship. So I had a little problem here, but control makes you crouch, and then I can use the lift, or the elevator. Then I store my ship. You just press store there, so then you make room for other people to fly in. And now all we have to do is drop off this package, and then we get a lot of money. So just hold F, select place on the table there, and the mission is complete. So now we have a lot of loot, we have a lot of money. All we want to have more is to be able to tractor with our multi-tool. So when you are here again at the aSOP terminals, walk this way. Call the elevator. Get in. Go down. Then you get out. So you walk up these stairs. Then up these stairs and just straight on through this door and the next door. And then here is a shop you can buy anything. Armor, weapons, attachments for the multi-tool. So I just look for tractor. I buy it. And then I will put it on my multi-tool and then we are ready for almost any mission. So this is my first video on how to get started. Good luck!